everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is King of Love. If you have not been here before, I am a huge Pokemon fan. So, let's get into some details. So, we've got some things to talk about. First of all, we're going to hop into the eShop real quick. And we're going to do some small discussions about what is coming out this Wednesday, April 8th. Now, on April 8th, we have the Pokémon Champions game. A game that is more within the competitive Pokemon sphere, I would say. Also, if you just noticed, I'm in the bottom right corner of your screen. Hello, it's me. That's right, I'm here. Anyway, that's right, do I have a webcam? I do. Anyway, here's what we're doing. But anyway, Pokémon Champions. Let's get into it. So, as we can clearly see, there is a starter pack, which is $6.99. Which, sure, that's some money. It's a free-to-start game. You may or may not want to do it. I am, because competitive Pokemon, you want as many Pokemon options as you can, and you want to, be able to transfer in a bunch of Pokemon, because Champions is going to connect to home, and you're going to be able to transfer your best Pokemon that you have, that you've either bred, you've EV trained, IV trained, all that stuff, into the game. Into it. Which is awesome. It's a super cool system. I love it a lot. I think it's great. Now, moving onward, moving upward. Onward and upward, as we all say. The starter pack gives you that, teammate tickets, training tickets, and a battle song for your battles. The training tickets. How does Champions really work, per se? So, Champions features a lot of quality of life upgrades in terms of competitive battling. Obviously, it's more of a ranked battle system. You get to rent Pokemon out. You get to rent the Pokemon you want to use, which is cool. That's a fun thing. You can train your Pokemon. Meaning you can raise and lower the stats and set the maximum and minimums that you want. Which is super, super cool and super, super fun. I'm curious to see how that works with, the Pokemon you already have, and see what happens when you transfer those in. Because I'm very, very curious about that. There is customization. There is a battle pass with it, because of course there is. But I'm very excited for it. I think it's going to be a very fun game to play. So, this is the announcement of this. We are bringing back the Pokemon Competitive Series. So, if you were around when this channel began, I started a playlist, and I will link it in the description and in the tag, a competitive Pokemon playlist. The competitive Pokemon series. It launched with the launch of this channel. I stopped doing it because it became so stressful. And I would have 3 good battles, and then I would have a crappy battle. I would have 3 good battles, 3 good battles, feel good about myself, win a few, and I would feel like, hey, I know I can figure out what I'm doing. And then I would move forward. Oops, went off screen. I would move forward, right? And I would try again, and it would feel like nails on chalkboard. The competitive series was a noob or newer player plays competitive Pokemon for the first time. That is what the in general series was, right? And to be honest, that was fun for a time. And I enjoyed that series for about 3 videos. 3-ish videos, and then when I recorded one, I didn't feel like I was doing my best self. I felt like I let all of you down. So what we're gonna do is, with Pokemon Champions and the competitive series, we are gonna relaunch it and be serious about it, and we're gonna have more fun with it. Meaning, I am going to do different team ideas, whether that be all dragons, all water types, fun types, like do like different typing or whatever. So watch out for that. We will do some challenge runs with like all rental Pokemon and see what the rental system's like. We might do that for the first episode of that, just to kind of like poke around and have some fun with it. I will also be playing it off screen so I can have some fun time with it by myself, but we will mainly be playing it kind of as we go along, right? Now, the next bit of this, I believe that, so the Champions thing is that we're going to do some cool videos with it, some nice challenges. Also, we will be, at times when we play through, like let's say I redo my journey through Pokemon Scarlet eventually, which I will be doing at some point for this channel. We will pull the Scarlet Pokemon that we use out of the game and slot them into the Champions and see how strong we raise those Pokemon. No matter what the judge feature says, that's what we're doing. Does that make sense? I hope that does. I wanted to kind of explain what we're doing with that. Now, since we have broached the topic of what I want to talk about, what we are going to do now, I am going to show you some of the Pokemon in Pokemon Home that I have that are waiting to be put into Champions. Now, keep in mind, a lot of these Pokemon are not level 100. I understand, that's a big deal. You want to get your Pokemon at max stat. I want to see if that really truthfully matters in Pokemon Champions. Because if it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. So, here is Pokemon Champions. The link is not available. Shouldn't be. Because it shouldn't be available right now. Yes, it's going under maintenance. It's not ready. It'll be ready on that day. So, let's go in to just... Let's say we go into ZA real quick. 240 hours of game time, by the way. That's how much I've been playing the game off screen. These are the Pokemon we are bringing in with us to these battles. Now, I am aware that that's a lot of legendaries, especially with Shinpao, the entire Hoenn region, and all sorts of different legendaries. However, the reason behind that is because we can make different teams work. Now, something that I want to mention is we have several different options here. We've got the really cool Gyarados. We have a shiny Gyarados that's really strong. I know this one's strong. This Politoed that's great. Scizor, a Swift Swim, Ludicolo, Abomination, which is my favorite name I've given a Pokemon, but it's super good. Staraptor from ZA, some different Pokemon from different areas. Heck, even this shiny Charizard, which is super, super cool. Frost from ZA. You saw me use in the ZA game. Garchomp, the one that I used in the playthrough. Rayquaza, Groudon, Kyogre, Absol even, Floette, Eternal Floette, Xerneas, and Golden Go. Those are some of the Pokemon I'm thinking about having as, like, our first flush in of Pokemon I'm going to transfer in. I think it would make all the sense in the world. I don't know what team I'm gonna use. It might be a mixed bag of, like, having, like, a Raging Bolt with Miraidon, having those two, and then do, like, a Rain team. Have kind of like a rainy team. Or heck, use Kyogre Rain, and then, like, mix it with, like, some powerful water types. I think it would make a lot of sense. Just saying. Anyway, that is that. And I think we're going to cut out of here. So that is what we are working towards at that moment. Is that at this moment, that is where we're at. So Pokemon Champions comes out April 8th. Expect a video probably either April 8th, on April 8th, once I get a chance to get to the game on Wednesday, because I'm going to be my IRL job is working on Wednesday, so we'll figure it out. I will get something out on Champions on April 8th. Whether that be in the normal time at noon or at some point in the evening. We might do that. And there might be a live stream soon-ish when I get a chance to. Dealing with that game. Anyway. Now, let's kind of cut to something else that I wanted to do today. Which is a lot more interesting and a lot more fun. So I will be back in a jiff. Welcome back! So, what are we gonna do at this point? Well, I have near me some Pokemon cards. And yes, we are going to do a small little bit of a card opening. This is not a card opening channel by any means. But I figured that this would be kind of a fun thing to do. Now, I need to make mention of something. I want to mention this specifically. If you are one of those people that are just trying to get into the hobby and it's trying to collect cards, I'm so sorry. Like, this is a disaster at this moment. Like, it's so unbelievably bad right now. It's so bad. So, why I say that, right? Why do I say that? Well, it's so bad because do you know how long it took to find this? To find one pack of, like, either the most recent set, the set just came out. It's the Mega Evolution Perfect Order. This set just came out, right? how long it took just to find, at the time, the most recent set. It took forever. Forever. Because all the stores that I went to were empty. And it is mainly because of scalping. If you are scalping Pokemon cards, you are ruining the hobby for everybody else. I'm not collecting cards for myself anymore. This is not for me. I'm not doing this for me. I am doing this for someone else. So, if you're collecting cards and are putting them online, putting them on eBay, and are selling them for double the amount, you are not okay. To me. I think you are making a lot of bad decisions because you're making it harder for kids to enjoy this series. And for people who really love Pokemon to not have this series. We will open this in a second. So, what I want to make sure that's clear. So, all of the things that I'm going to open today are gifts. This one I spent with my own money, and this one I spent with my own money. Okay? Both of the ones I showed are gifts. So, we're going to open the Perfect Order pack last. I just wanted to get that off my chest because it's very, very annoying. Now, let's get into these. So I got these at an arcade. An arcade I went to about 2-ish weeks ago. And it was great. We got them, we won a lot, and we got these. And then my mom bought these really cool Japanese Pokemon cards. I have a pack that I opened on the other side of my office. And it was super, super cool. I love that a lot. And it was super, super cool. So we're going to open these as well. So, let's get into it. We're going to start with the arcade cards. There's only 5 cards in this. Because of course. And let's see what we got here. So, let's get down to business. We have Luxray. Oh, it's upside down. Are both of them up like one? There we go. Perfect. Ignore me. Sorry. Luxray. Togepi. That's a cool Flareon card. A really neat Flareon card. I know you're not really able to read it too well. I hope you can see the card art. This is not the perfect system, and obviously, if I can, I will do better in the future with these, but I wanted to get this out of the way. Wanted to make sure I do this. The Flareon, which is the holo that we were promised. And then Serena. Cool Serena card. And then our boy Rillaboom. And back to Luxray. Not bad, not great, certainly. Alright, let's get to the other one. I just hit my mic real hard. Alright. We've got Boltund. I just saw that. Yamask. Iron Crown. That's neat. Let me get that a little bit closer so you kind of maybe see it. There we go. That's a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Clink clang. There you go. And then Bound Sweet. And there we go. That is those. Alright. Now let's open up the Japanese cards. I just realized I didn't show the me opening them. I'm not gonna do that to you because I have horrible pack opening methods and I don't think you guys want to see that. Okay. Okay, let's go. We have Hisuian Zorua, which, oh my gosh, that card art is so cute. That's adorable. I love that. We have a very cool Lampent. A reverse hollow Poliwrath. I like that. Really neat. Whoa! A Regigigas. I love that. And he looks like he's holding up the world, really. That's sick. I love that. That's super cool. Trainer card. I'm not gonna be able to know what that is. I'm gonna be honest. If you can translate it, if you can translate the barely seen kanji up here, this. If you can translate that, let me know. But if you can read it, but we have a trainer card. And then the beautiful Pokemon of Wailord. Gotta love our giant, denser than air Pokemon. I love this thing. Alright. And that's that. Some cool cards. It's always neat to look at the Japanese Japanese cards. So, we are now gonna head to this. I am saving perfect order for the main event. We're gonna pull that out. There are 25 cards here, so let's get down to business. We're gonna kind of rapid fire these. We have a Grookey, Digging Crew, Buddy Poppin', Brave Bengal, Echoing Horn, Green Energy, Dark Energy, and now we're getting into some more Pokemon. Scorch, Magnezone, kind of an intimidating Magnezone card. Sandslash, Sizzlepede, kind of a fun one because it's poking out of a vent. Stuffle, what a very cute card for Stuffle. It's so cute. Look at this thing. Look at it. Ain't it so cute? Look at that smile, man. It's so cute. Another Magnezone. A Crawdont looking menacing. Tink-a-Tink. Launcher. Fancier, the weakest of the elemental monkeys. Rapska. Meltan. Elgin. Golett. Meryl. a very cool Iron Valiant card. Look at the way he looks. It's just super cool. Sableye. Screamtail. Super cool card, by the way. Really, really. And then I think, yes, we are at the end of that. So some fun packs. They're not like, this is fun if you're trying to like build a deck. I think 25 cards in one is really cool for building a deck. Alright. Now let's get into the main event. I only have one of these that works for this video. So let's get into it. Okay, maybe. Give me a second. Okay, I'll be right back. When all else fails, use scissors to open your packs. Just be careful not to hurt your cards. Alright, put the scissors to the side. I'll put those back soon. I opened it wrong. There we go. So, I'm just gonna show this, because I'm not gonna be using this. If you can read it or scan the QR code here, this is free to use. I'm not using it, so it's all yours. Now, let's go. We have Amara looking absolutely adorable. I love that. A Bunnelby. Hippopotas. Dartrix. Barbarbicle. Core Memory. Turtonator. One of my favorite looking dragon types, honestly. It's so fun. Stupid bird. Sorry, Fletchling. Considering how many times I've caught a shiny of you, I really don't like you. Meowstick. Growing Energy, and it looks like that's gonna be our rare card. Basic Energy, and that is it. Okay. So, unfortunately, the Hyperspace, the Perfect Order deck didn't give me, like, a big thing. The Growing Leaf Energy is kind of cool, but I guess that's it. What's the effect on that? As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides Leaf Energy. The Leaf Pokemon this card is attached to gets 20 plus HP. That's kind of gross. So, that's kind of gross. That's kind of nice. TCG players, if that's gross, let me know. I don't know. Anyway, we are going to end off this video here. I hope you all have had a great day today. I hope this video kind of answered what I'm going to do with the champions. Also, happy welcome back. I'm back. and we will be back doing more content for the rest of the month. Let's get into this month. Let's have a good time. And I will see you all later. Bye-bye.